What if a video game made you question your sense of reality? And after playing it, you looked at the world around you a little bit differently. Welcome to Short Games, where we talk about video games whose impact far exceeds their playtime. I want to talk about Viewfinder. It's a puzzle game that blew my mind. So, quick heads up. I'm going to keep this video spoiler-free because Viewfinder is all about those aha moments when you figure something out. I'll show you early gameplay, but I want you to experience those later revelations for yourself. Viewfinder is a game about perception and possibility, with puzzles that at first seem pretty impossible to solve. But then you start finding photographs scattered around, and when you place them in the real world, they transform into spaces you can walk through. There's something inherently satisfying about watching a flat image explode into three-dimensional reality. I know what you're thinking. Haven't we seen this before? We've had Portal, we've had Superliminal, we've even had The Witness with these forced perspective optical illusions, but Viewfinder feels fundamentally different. You're actively creating and manipulating these spaces. There's an amazing physicality to it. As you progress further in this game, the mechanics begin to stack until you're armed with a camera and you can take these photographs yourself. So a 3D world that you capture with 2D pictures that you can place back into the 3D world, and that's just the first biome. Every puzzle introduces something new, or it combines ideas you've already learned in surprising ways. I never felt stuck for too long, and I never felt like the game was holding my hand. It struck that perfect balance where solving a puzzle gives you a genuine rush of satisfaction. There are puzzles in this game whose solutions felt like they shouldn't exist, where I thought I was going to break the game, like what I thought would get me from point A to point B was not at all what the developers intended. All of this stacks on top of each other until the final level, which plays out like a gauntlet, combining mechanics and forcing you to shift through them like they're superpowers. It starts to feel less like a puzzle game and more of an action platformer. The game takes place in this dreamlike simulation environment. What's brilliant about the art direction is that it's not just beautiful, it's also functional. The clean visual style helps you focus on the spatial relationships without getting distracted by visual noise. And it all just feels cohesive and purposeful. Another thing that surprised me about Viewfinder was its narrative. I went in expecting just a series of puzzles, but there was actually an intriguing story about researchers trying to save a dying Earth. The whole setup creates this perfect meta layer where you're in a simulation, within a simulation, within a simulation, and there are these fantastic fourth wall breaking moments where the game acknowledges its own nature as a game and a simulation. It plays with these layers of reality in ways that perfectly complement the gameplay. There's also something really inspiring about Viewfinder's development. So it started out as a tech demo that Matt Stark shared on Twitter back in 2019. The concept was so compelling that it went viral. Even in its earliest form, there was something magical about watching a flat image transform into a three-dimensional space. Stark eventually formed Sad Owl Studios to develop the full game, and it went on to be quite successful. It won multiple awards, including 2 BAFTAs. What I love about Viewfinder is that it doesn't waste a second of your time. There are a lot of games competing for your attention right now, but I genuinely believe Viewfinder offers something you can't get anywhere else. It's not just another puzzle game. It's a perspective-shifting experience that'll make you see spaces differently. So Viewfinder is available for about $25 on Steam and PS5. We'll put links in the description to the Steam page as well as Matt Stark's profile so you can dive in and learn more. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video, drop a comment below, hit subscribe, share it with a friend. That is how we grow this community with one person at a time, and it really means the world to us. Until next time, in a world of endless content competing for your attention, sometimes the best experiences are the ones that know exactly when to end.